the chairman of the occasion, distinguished guests, dedicated staff, esteemed parents, our brilliant brethren, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Permit me, please, to use an illustration to describe how I feel seeing all of you here. Simply saying, I'm grateful isn't enough. So let me use this illustration. In a typical Saturday in a home, a mother and a 2-year-old daughter. The mother is very busy in the kitchen as usual, and then the 2-year-old is also busy in the sitting room playing with her baby doll. And then suddenly, the doll, one of the hands, got broken, and the girl started crying. What she did next was to pick the doll, walk to the kitchen to meet the mother because she needed assistance. However, the busy mother, on catching sight of the baby, suspended all what she was doing and attended to her. What did she do? She carried her straight back to the sitting room. After sitting down, she put a flannel on her laps before sitting the daughter's baby doll, and carefully she fixed the broken arm. And what came out from the daughter's mouth was, "Thank you, mommy. Thank you, mommy. I love you, mommy." So that's the way I feel. Why do I feel that way? Because you all have abandoned all of your engagement today to attend to our very little party. That little party in our illustration is that baby doll. That baby doll to the girl is a real baby, but to the mother, it isn't a real baby. But she took time to attend to that baby just to ensure that the daughter was happy. So that's exactly what all of you have done today, and we are very grateful. Thank you so very much. Under my speech here, what I'm saying is director's speech and then a question. Do you know VaPearl? Of course, we all know VaPearl. Is there anyone here that doesn't know VaPearl? All right, so I know sometimes some parents walk up to me and ask, VaPearl, is it a French name? VaPearl is not a French name. VaPearl is made up of two English words, very endearing words, valued and pearl. And so that's why most time you hear me calling them pearls, because they're really very valuable to me. So that's the meaning of VaPearl. So far, VaPearl has gone 6 years, and we keep going. We keep going because you people have become part of us. Today is a very remarkable day. Remarkable because we are celebrating two very special group of learners, the kindergarten and the primary 6 learners. Does it call for celebration? Oh yes, it does. Thank you for that. Now, the kindergarten are celebrating because they have left that nursery stage and they are entering the primary stage. It calls for celebration. While the primary 6 are taking a bold step to the college of their choice. So it certainly calls for celebration. My speech this morning centers on two key issues. The first one is your unwavering commitments in your children's academic journey. And then the second is the need for you, our dear parents, to be intentional about your children's reading culture. But before I go into that, I would like to acknowledge the rare presence of Dr. Cyril Ukono, the amiable chairman of VaPearl Schools. We are glad to have you with us, sir. I'll begin my speech with speaking about the real icons behind our children's achievements. It is indeed you, our dear parents and guardians. And here lies the first point of my speech. As I earlier said, your unwavering commitment in your children's academic journey. It calls for words of commendation. The time we are living is quite challenging. We all know that the economy has not been kind. The cost of living keeps rising daily. School fees keep stretching, and many of you have had to sacrifice personal comforts, postpone your own needs, and work extra hours to keep your children in school. Some of you have passed through financial hardship, loss, uncertainty about tomorrow, yet you never allowed those storms to stop your children's education. That is self sacrifice in its highest form. You woke up early every school day to prepare your children for school, even when you were exhausted the previous night. You paid fees even when it means going without. You attended to homework, to health, hunger, and so on, all at once. You did not just send your children to school. Some of you carried them here, sometimes on your back, with sweat, and this you do day in and day out. So we sincerely commend you. To the fathers who work tirelessly, sometimes in silence to provide, we appreciate you so dearly. To the mothers who balance home chores, secular jobs, and homework corrections, we applaud your commitment and determination. To the single parents and guardians who played double roles, we see your courage and gallantry. You all deserve an exceptional praise and commendation. Your children stand here today not merely because they attended classes, but because you refuse to let the challenging times to define their future. You prove that love, discipline, determination, and sacrifice are stronger than any economic hardship. Now, as we celebrate these achievements, I want to draw your attention to something dear to my heart. And that is the second and final issue in my speech. The need for you, our dear parents, to be intentional about your children's reading culture. Reading culture. In this digital age, where screen time competes for every second of a child's attention, reading has quietly become the casualty. We all know this. Yet, reading remains the foundation upon which every other academic and life skill is built. A child who reads widely, thinks deeply, and speaks confidently makes effective use of his cognitive domain. As the American educator and author Frederick Douglass once said, I want to quote him, he says, once you learn to read, you will be forever free. End of quote. This statement holds truer today than ever before. Reading is not just an academic exercise, it is liberation. Liberation from ignorance, liberation from limitation, liberation from a narrow view of the world. So, dear parents, as much as you have sacrificed for school fees, for uniforms, and for snacks, I urge you to also invest deliberately in books at home. Let your children see you reading. Create a reading corner at home, however small. Limit screen time and replace it with story time. Ask your children what they are reading and discuss it with them. This is not a school job alone. It is a partnership between home and school. A child raised on books today becomes a nation's leader, thinker, and problem solver tomorrow. So, don't be too busy to spend this never to be repeated time with your children. They can only be children once. So, in behalf of the entire family of VaPearl, I want to say thank you. Thank you for trusting us with your children. Thank you for partnering with us, even when it was challenging. Thank you for believing that education is still the greatest gift you can give, even in uncertain times. To our graduates, just note that your parents' sacrifice is your foundation. Let your future success be your parents' reward. And as you move to the next level of your education, carry a book in your hand as often as you can carry a phone. Your future is bright, and we believe so much in you. And know that wherever you go, you carry a piece of VaPearl School with you. May you grow to become a source of pride to your family and to VaPearl family. As we celebrate today, let us remember that raising and educating a child in challenging times is not just parenting, it is an act of courage, and such courage deserves to be celebrated. Now, to our dedicated teachers, thank you for your relentless efforts. The joy of witnessing each of these learners becoming something today is something that no one can share with you. Imagine picking each of them in a state of what education is called tabula rasa to a state of knowledgeable something. So, what's tabula rasa? They came into the VaPearl environment like an empty slate. They didn't know much. It is you, our dear teachers, who have instilled a lot into these children. And today they are knowledgeable. They can do a lot, as we will soon see here now. So, in the words of Henry Adams, an American historian, he said, and I want to quote him, a teacher affects eternity, and he can never know where his influence stops. End of quote. So, I totally agree with this quote. So, to you, our dear teachers, be proud of who you are and for what you are accomplishing. Never let anyone look down on you, please, at any time. To the entire staff of VaPearl Schools, I want to say thank you very much for your team spirit. About a year ago, VaPearl School introduced the college, and I'm sure you all would like to know how the college is faring. Yes, I know. The college principal is poised to give us the updates of this. So once again, congratulations to our graduates and to our transiting class of 2026. Thank you.
Let's applaud her. That was an eloquent speech. We appreciate you, our amazing director. That was an eloquent speech. And we appreciate VaPearl School and all the great work the teachers and the staff are doing to make sure that great children are produced from this school. Thank you very much. And we can see the beautiful edifice, the beautiful environment, and all the efforts that is being made to give us the best.